late. I was I lost a couple of minutes. I was actually I was checking out baseball highlights. I thought I had about 5 more minutes, but we do not. Greg Hart, what's up, buddy? You guys hear me all right? Please hit the like button and let me know you can hear and see me okay as I do my usual connect to the chat, which will just take a second or two. Gives everybody a chance to move in here. Ronald Coward, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Tonight's going to be fun. I have been dying for some chicken strips, and I've been waiting all day for them. So we're going to get this. I'm going to get this show on the road as soon as I get connected to the chat here, which will only take a second. Which I say that every week, every single time. And it takes longer and longer every single time. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna make some. And as you notice, these are not apples. Before anybody, they do kind of look like apples on the screen, but everybody always wants spiral potatoes. These are my spiral potatoes. That did not go as planned earlier today at all. None. That was a total bust. 150%. Pat Z, how are you? Good to see you. Lake History Guy, good to see you too. There we go. Got some people showing up. Good. As soon as that live goes in, we're going to start giving you the rundown. I'm doing okay. I've been busy in the garden. I've had some garden disasters thanks to the heat and my arch nemesis, the black aphid. After just having almost 2,000 ladybugs in my garden a week ago released, I have black aphids on my rhubarb, and I'm not happy about it. You haven't melted. I know it's hot, and I've got my side patio door open because I'm deep frying in the house. We almost did it on the patio, but the neighborhood's pretty active tonight. Usually my street's pretty dead, but tonight it seems like everybody's home and everybody's out enjoying the summer. So I was gonna go patio, but could not do that. So we're in the kitchen tonight, and we're gonna keep it real basic tonight, real easy. I just got the Lodge Dutch oven over there, enameled, which I highly recommend to anybody who doesn't have enamel cast iron. You should get some enamel cast iron, especially some new stuff, because it's not the old stuff kind of creeps me out. I try not to go back with my enamelware much farther than maybe 1970s, so maybe late 60s. I've got some Descoware that I use, and I haven't had any problems with, but chicken doesn't look like apples. Yeah, it's my potatoes. It's my failed attempt at spiral potatoes that everybody always asks me to make, and I found that spiral potato tool that I have in the kitchen, and I decided right before I threw it into the trash that it was completely worthless, and I've got to upgrade. Eloam, hello. I didn't see your comment, but hello. But yeah, if everybody could just take a minute before we get started here and hit that like button, that would help me out a great deal. And we're going to get started. Now what I've done, and I know I've done fries a couple times. Yeah, see, everybody's out. Watch out, people. She's out patrolling the neighborhood. She's keeping an eye on everybody. Now she's going to be mad at me because I shut the door. But they're mowing the grass. It's Thursdays. I bought an attachment for my mixer for my son, and spiral potatoes works great. I think I'm just going to invest the money, and instead of spiral potatoes, which I really don't have a huge interest in, I think I'm just going to get the one that makes the curly fries, because I'm a big curly fries guy, and it's kind of it's a little I don't know. I like curly fries better than anything, and it's hard for me to buy them I don't like seasoned curly fries. So, Enamelware has limited life flakes. Lost the Blue Drew windmill Dutch oven to flaking. It was mom. Yeah. I mean, they just, yeah, after a while, man, they just, it's like I told my daughters, because I have, I have some enamelware, and I've told them, I'm like, nothing I buy, I don't buy expensive. Well, I mean, I have some, Le Creuset, but if it comes down to it, throw it away. It's not worth keeping. It can make you sick. I see a lot of things. I see a lot of stuff where people try and they say, well, can you take it off of there? And I mean, there's a lot to that when you get into it. There's a lot to taking the enamel off, and plus there's the process of getting that to glaze on there and all the chemicals that go on with it. I wouldn't recommend it to do. I mean, after a while, I mean, I think you probably just keep your, keep something in it. If it's something that means something to you, maybe just keep, towels in it or something. Make it part of your decoration for your kitchen, but I don't see a whole lot of use in having old enamelware around. I mean, it's cool. I think the old Griswold stuff is pretty neat. We're gonna get it up to 350 before we throw the chips in here, which is basically what they are. They're basically a Saratoga chip. And if you guys have never heard of a Saratoga chip, then that probably means you don't live in the Ohio area, because we have this place down in Cincinnati called the Montgomery Inn. And Montgomery Inn is famous for their ribs and their barbecued ribs and chicken, mostly their ribs. It's where the a lot of the Reds players, Bengals players, go hang out. It's a place where anybody can go, but it's one of those places they park your car. It's a little on the higher end, but they make a thing called Saratoga chips, and the only thing about Saratoga chips that I'm missing, because I've completely blanked out on making barbecue sauce today, is you serve your chips with heated barbecue sauce. So I'm going basic ketchup and malted vinegar tonight. That's how I'm doing it. Yeah, if you've ever been to the Montgomery Inn, I've been twice. We've had it catered in a couple places where I've been, and when I do go down there, I've eaten in the restaurant twice, and it's once I actually won a gift certificate on a radio contest, and got that, and my girlfriend at the time, and we were in college. It was like our first year of college at UC, and we took I didn't even have a car at that time. She had an 85 Cutlass Sierra, and we pulled in there, and we dressed as well as we possibly could. And then they came in, and the valet came over, and we were like, no, man, I can park. I was like, no, dude, I'll park it. And he's like, no, I have to valet park your car. And that's the first time I'd ever had a valet come and get my car. And I'm like, and this car was just, it was a college student's car. Like, you could imagine an 85 or 82, 85, whatever it was. Not a Calais, a Cutlass Sierra. And it was a drinking wagon is really what it was. We're at about 230. But what I'm going to do is, one of the ways that I found to really make great French fried potatoes, and it doesn't matter if it's French fries, if it's this style, no matter what it is to soak them for about 15 minutes in cold water, get all that starch off of there, and then go through, take it out, re-rinse it one real quick time in cold water, and then throw it into a container with like an ice water bath, and let it sit there for at least 2 hours. I pulled these out about a half hour ago to dry them off, and then dry them off with towels. I actually use tea towels to dry my potatoes, and then let them kind of air dry on the rack. Then put them in. What we're going to do is, once we get up to temperature, because I cleaned my stove today and I didn't want my burners to take off on me, so I've been a little cautious of heating them up. Because sometimes if I don't get the elements back in right, they'll just go from like 0 to 60 and just be red hot. So I'm just making sure I don't do that and scorch my oil. Natty said hi. Hello, Natty. How are you? Handsome Stone. What's up, buddy? What's in the mason jar? Which, the one next to the stove with the red? That's dried cayenne and Tabasco peppers. Is that in the shot? Yeah. That's what that is. Those are from last year, actually. I ended up getting like 5 of them. Yeah. I got like 5 of those. Plus I gave some away. Yeah, and they're super hot. I've got, my Tabasco peppers are doing great. My cayennes are coming in finally. But yeah, this year I want to do my own Tabasco sauce. That's my big thing. Because I usually get, I don't know how many, I think I ended up getting like 200 Tabasco peppers, the heirloom, and so I want to actually do that, the whole ferment them and everything, do it that way. But as soon as this is up to snuff, it's up to the heat, and it's new oil. New oil always seems to take a little bit longer. See where we're at. But yeah. So yeah, there's a few new faces in here tonight. New folks, say hi. Let us know where you're checking in from. And I know I've actually got some people from my town watching. I was at the butcher shop today picking up my chicken, and lady there that I know, she asked what I was making for dinner, and told her chicken, and let her know I had my live stream going tonight. So if they're watching, my neighbors are watching. Actually, the neighbors are watching my live stream while my dog is watching them watch my live stream out on their patio. It's kind of a Pink Floydish situation. So we're right about 270. So we just got to get to right up to about 350, and that shouldn't take very long. Let's see. Rochelle Hoffman. Hello, Rochelle Hoffman. Where are you checking in from tonight? Yeah, we can do a little Beaks cam. She's being kind of boring. This is what she's doing. She's probably shaking. Yeah, she's shaking too, probably. Oh no! As soon as you're sitting in front of the window, doing your thing, clocking the neighborhood, and there you go. I don't get that one. Used to have Dubs' number, Greg. Can't find it. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. Tom's Food Factory, what's up, buddy? How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Well, I mean, I saw you Sunday, but haven't seen you in some of the other streams that we watch to get at the same time. They haven't been doing them, so. Beetle, you want to do something? You want a treat? Let's get some liver. Let's come on. Get back over in your spot. Go over in your spot. You know what to do. You know what to do. Now you're always in the comment section. You gotta stay back. No, get back. Been busy. Ohio Egg Fest is Saturday. Getting ready for that. I'm a little late, but I'm here. Radagast, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. See if we can't get a spin out of the dog here right quick. There we go. Get her. Give everybody something to check out. Oh, she's gonna take it over there and eat it. Never work with kids and dogs, folks. Never work with kids and dogs. Oh, that's how my old days went. This is how, my day hasn't been bad, but it's just been little things all day long. Like I go out and I just happen to be pulling, I wanted to get some rhubarb out, and I looked underneath, and I've got those damn aphids that I get I got them 2 years ago, and they killed my heirloom chives off. See, yeah, start of the show. Everybody's here to see the dog. Oh, there we go. Turn that back around. Check our temp over here as I move the camera stand. Start of the show. Did it just throw up? No, it's eating liver. The sage. The sage is here. Now we can get started. Plus Fork, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Let's see. Let's hopefully get up to temperature here. Yeah, it's climbing now. And we're pushing 300 now. Finally. This is one of the reasons I wanted to do it outside, because I could use my my gas stove outside and do it on there, and it would have heated up really fast. But I'm in here stuck on my electric stove in the house. There we go. Yeah, we got a lot of folks showing up. Yeah, please hit the like button if you're out there in the interwebs. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit that 500 mark, which is Bill Keys. Bayou? No, I'm not in the Bayou. Let me see. Good thumbs up, good badge to love. Yes, greatly appreciated. Is this in Louisiana? No, this is in the Midwest. I'm in the Great Lakes area, pretty far from Louisiana. Bill Keys is from Louisiana. The Sage. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I already read that one. Okay. This has got to get up to temperature here. Sorry, guys. This is taking way too long. Way too long. I thought I'd have this. Like I said, I cleaned my stove. I cleaned my elements earlier today, and sometimes if I don't put them in right, everything goes to hell. So they just take off and they'll go right to red hot, like real quick. And then I have to stop everything, which I should just turn it up. That's my fault. Right around 30 Lincoln Highway, garage sales, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Now, is that the one that's... Is there another one? 30, let's see, Route 30. But I'm thinking they call it something else, too. I'm thinking they call that something else. As long as your elements are clean. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Cynthia Wesley, hello. 127. Mercy B, hello. How are you? Eating myself into a coma. Heating yourself. I'm trying to heat myself into a coma. I've got a pile of chicken that I'm getting ready to do. But I'm killing the team here by taking this element's taking forever this oil's taking forever to get hot. And it's starting to get on my nerves. But yeah, what we're gonna do is once we get to 350, because we're at 320, we're at 320 right now. Once we get to 350, we're gonna throw potatoes in for about 5 minutes. We're gonna take them. We're just gonna blanch them up. Maybe not even, depending on what they look like. Maybe not even 5 minutes. And then we'll take them out. We'll let them sit. I'm gonna throw my chicken in. I'm gonna do the chicken in. And then while the chicken's cooking, we're gonna throw the fries back in at the same time and let them sit in there and rock for about another 5 minutes until they float, and then they'll be really crispy. And that's one of the things. That's what the ice bath is all about. And drying these back off is making really crispy chips and fries and whatever it is you're out there you're making. I think 127. Yeah, there's another one. And I'm trying to think of, they changed the name of 30. Though it was Lincoln Highway, and then they changed it, made it historical, and now it's something else, and then it just, for whatever reason, I cannot think of it right off the top of my head right now. But I drive by it. I drive by it about 2 or 3 times a month, that same damn road, and I just cannot think of what it's called. But it used to be 30. Now it's Lincoln Highway. It's historical because they shut down 30, and now they made it something else. Yeah, Fuzz, it's hotter than hell in Ohio today. It's ridiculous, and I got the door shut because my neighbor's mowing, and you guys, all you'd hear is somebody, US 42. Yeah, there's US 40. I'm trying to think of what it is. I can't believe I can't remember what the hell the name of that highway is. That doesn't happen on a gas stove. No, it doesn't happen on a gas stove. Thanks for reminding me. We're getting there though. We'll get there. Once we get that there, everything else is downhill. Yeah. And I need an instrument thermometer too. So there we go. There we are. We're there. We're at 345. So by the time I get these in there, we'll be up there. Let's see. I just want to turn something on my lathe. Nice. Yeah, there's a few people from Louisiana today checking things out. All right, let's get this going. This is boring, and I'm hungry. There we go. With that bubble. But yeah, this is my. Yeah, that thing that I was making my curled potato thing. I don't know what the hell, spiral potato deal. That was about as annoying as I could possibly get. And they're all different sizes too. So, like I said, that's the way my whole days went. It's not been bad. I've had a good day actually. It's just been to get everything to where it needs to be has been like heating up this stove. It's just been a pain. There we go. Get those in there. Let's see, Alejandro, what are you cooking now? I am cooking, Elaine's channel, I am cooking, we're making chicken strips and fries. That's what we're doing tonight. And it's like I put this Dutch oven down tonight, and I'm like, filled it with oil and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, I was gonna use my ugly hammered Dutch oven to do this tonight. Well, like I said, badgers can't be choosy. Exactly. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna set my timer for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna blanch these off. I'm gonna set some paper towels down, and we'll let these probably overcrowded this too. Sorry, mate. That's not healthy. Yeah, Solo W. 9 out of 10 cardiologists recommend that you do not watch this show. And so I eat healthy. I eat healthy 5 days a week. This is my cheat meal. So as they said in Meet the Millers, I got no regrets, man. I got no regrets. Let's see. Versagee. But yeah, there's nothing, it's brand new oil though. So, I mean, it's not broken down oil. And these are organic potatoes. So, I think that takes a lot of it, the risk out of it. If you have organic potatoes, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Plus, I mean, I've been wanting this Pepsi Zero for days. I've been drinking water, and that's about it. Water and that's it. Not recycled gear oil. Not this time. Though I'm sure they've in a few chicken fryers. There's been some oil changes. So yeah, we got this going pretty good. Pretty stoked about that. So let's go over here while we're waiting on that to do its thing, and we'll move over this way, and we will get started getting this chicken ready, which this shouldn't take but a minute. So we'll get that over here. And Cynthia Wesley, I don't have any kind of rattly whisk for you tonight. I know you're sadly disappointed, but I do not. So let's get that in there. And then what we'll do is we're gonna do 1 egg white for everybody who's concerned about my health. Let's see, 1 egg white into there. And at some point, the beagle's gonna get the egg yellow. She'll get the yolk. She loves egg yolk. And there we go. Drop that egg yolk into that. Rinse my hands off. And then we'll take and we'll get, what do we get in here? We need a splash of milk. Splash of milk. You guys see okay? Yeah. Splish of milk. And a lot of water. And there we go. There we go. Just about that much. Maybe a little more milk than that. I kind of eyeball this. I don't really have a recipe for it. And I'm going to throw in another egg yolk, or egg white, into there. Throw another egg white into that. That's why I brought two. There we go. There we are. Get that big one out of there. Come on. You need to comply. There you go. Thank you. And rinse my hand off again. And we'll mix this up. About 40 seconds on that, on the potatoes. And as I've said before, this is what Kentucky Fried Chicken does. They make them egg white, wash, and that's how they do it. But yeah, I was kind of bummed out I didn't get that chicken fryer out and already had the oil heating up, and I'm like, man, some days I'm my own worst enemy. There we go. So these can come out. These can come out over here. Let those hang. And let these blanch off. Blanch those for 5 minutes. I got a good feeling about these though. There's that. Just kind of move them around a smidge. I'm interested to see how they come out, considering they were at one point an attempt at spiral potatoes. We'll see what happens. But I'm sure it'll be good things. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. I don't think I'm going to put as many in the next time when I do those as I did this time. I think I sort of overcrowded. Sort of crowded the plate a little bit. There we go. Oop, I don't need that. Don't need you anymore. Yeah, and I wanted to use the chicken fryer because it doesn't take as much oil to fill the chicken fryer as it does to load into one of these big boys. They seem to take a little bit. A lot of oil to make one little spot. Yeah, and the big problem is that the hole that spiral potato cutter had in it, the hole was too big. So the potatoes weren't wanting to stay on there very well because it actually made the hole. A lot of times when you see spiral potatoes, people cut them with like a chopstick or a skewer or something like that. They don't just go and use a spiral cutter. I had actually a spiral cutter, so that's where I brought the right tool to the job, and I ended up with the wrong tool, basically. But I did see a really cool way to do spiral potatoes, even though they've become a real big I'm not really too into them, but let's see. So there's where we're at, and we're gonna throw some. Throw another paper towel on there, and let those kind of hang out, chill out for a minute. Then we'll start working with our. We're gonna go over here and start working with our chicken. Oop, my stands giving me fits. There we go. There we are. So we got our egg wash, and let me put some gloves on real fast. Let's see, do you have it saved on YouTube? I don't, Ronald. They said I don't play well with others. Yeah, I hear that one. The other reason I shut my door is my neighbor has his radio on, and I didn't want to get a strike for a copyright, which they do. That's why a lot of times I have a baseball game playing on in the background, because for some reason they don't pick up baseball games. So anyway, and they were nice enough today, the butcher shop, to have chicken tenders, so I don't have to, even though I wasted a bunch of time with the with waiting on that thing to heat up, I don't have to waste a bunch of time cutting up chicken. So let's put about, they're pretty small. Let's go like we'll go about 6 in there and get those working. It's nice, and let those sit in there for a second. There we go. But I'm probably gonna end up making all this stuff, because I want to make General Tso's chicken tomorrow. And if I have my chicken already made, it's gonna make my life a lot easier for tomorrow when I got all this yard work to do, as I'm spraying for aphids and mowing my grass. There we go. There we go. Okay, those are cool. And one of the things that I always use when I make my anything deep fried, if I can possibly do it, is I always want to use Kentucky Kernel flour. Kentucky Kernel flour is where it's at. I absolutely love that stuff. It's going to taste just like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but as I always caution with that stuff, it also it's very salty. So I add anywhere, I either go like 1/4 to 1/2 cup to every cup of regular all-purpose flour to it, to kind of cut down on some of the saltiness of it. So we got that part in there. Trying to think what all we got left. I'll just put this in a bag. I'm gonna come over here and work. I'm gonna work right on top of the potatoes. That's not gonna, that'll give me some room. What's going on, Beagle? I know you're waiting too. You look like you're ready for a chicken strip. There. Let me just change my direction here just a smidge. Remember when I first started doing this, I never moved the camera. I'd like to get back to doing that. It's a lot easier. Let's see here. Let's dump that in the bag. And I won't start off with a ton. Waste not, want not, as they say. Pick up the comment section. Oh, I got a little drink and get something to drink. And it's hot. It is stifling in here. Okay. Put these in there. There we go. Yeah, that stuff smells good. My Kentucky flour, it's funny to say that a flour actually smells good, but it really does. It smells really, really good. Make sure I got enough in there. It might be. Oh, I can fit that last one in there. I'll save a couple. I'm going to extra crispy a couple of them. Extra crispy, just a couple of these. that back away from my potatoes. So they're good and coated up. There we go. And we'll bring these over and put these into the deep fryer. There we go. All right, a little more flour. I'm actually going to add just a little more flour to these. Cynthia always cook with spice. Always use egg and milk. What does the water do? It just, I have no idea really. It's just what I picked up at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and it seems to stick really well. It seems to stick a lot better when I use the water with it than it does by itself. And really, I've just always done it this way. I've been doing that for 30 years probably whenever I deep fry anything. Because it seems like when I don't do that, it doesn't stick very well. If that makes any sense. Millicent, hi, how are you? Sugar and spice and nut nice. Let's see. In there. Yeah, I just need a little more flour in there. I don't want to overcrowd that, so I think I'm going to let that sleeping dog lie right there. Where it is. Not you, dog. Not you. You're fine. You're fine. You're being good. You're being super good, actually. There we go. Let's see. What do you do? Oh, I get it. I get it now. They've invaded. Hi, my friend. Greg sent me here. Hello, all of you. Good to see you. Let's see. There goes my guy. Hey, Corey. Let's see. Allie in the house. Yep. Allie, you. That's a good. Some of these handles are pretty creative. I would never think of them if it were, if I was thinking half the time. Put my lid back on my chicken. And I still can't see Corey. You've got Corey blocked or something. You might want to go back and look in your settings in YouTube and see if you've accidentally blocked him. Because that can happen. It absolutely can happen. I've almost blocked people in the I've almost blocked people a few times. Like just typing and not paying attention and I'll hit their avatar and it'll come up and I'll think I got rid of it. And you can block people pretty easy. Corey, I dropped dead center of our check this evening. That heat, dude, wiped you out. It's been hot. It's just, it doesn't matter where you are right now. We're in the 90s here with 100% humidity. It went from at 6 o'clock in the morning when I first took the dog out, it was 67 degrees, and by 9 a.m. it was 90 degrees. White Mountain Girl, there she is. My future ex-wife. How are you, sweetie? Your cookies looked amazing that I saw. I won a 50 cookie tower. Well, what I was wondering is was it chocolate or was it berries in there? I couldn't tell. They looked like chocolate. If they were chocolate, I'm all about it. There we go. See what she has to say. Yeah. And for those of you who have not checked out White Mountain Girl, she has a channel where she puts up a lot of her goodies that she makes, and she does make some good stuff. So check her out. Those cookies look great. Yeah. There we go. Probably I could have put another one in there, but we're rolling now. We'll let these hang. I'll let these hang. But I could eat them right now. Kind of heat. Let's see. Yeah, we're working on the merch. We actually are. I got a meeting with to get cast iron into a couple stores. I have to have a back label with a source of a point of origin, as they call it, and a brief description list of how to use it. I have to have that. So you're welcome, sweetie. Yeah, I have to do that. So and they also do merchandise there too. So I'm gonna look at having a few t-shirts made, see how they go over. Well, I have a lot more fluff than I used to. Makes a big difference. Yeah, I'm actually losing. Like I've gotten to that point where I'm losing weight. So like I've dropped 2 inches. I haven't been weighing myself. I don't weigh myself because I think that when you weigh yourself, that kind of defeats I think that's too much. It's too goal oriented and kind of a distraction more than anything. But when you just look at your gains, to me that's a little better. That one should have had a little more crispy on it than it did. Let's see, yeah. Yeah, so it looks like some people have actually made it over to her page, which is very cool. I highly recommend it. I enjoy it. Let's see, throw some of these potatoes in there. Get some of that on its way. Drop a couple in here, just so I have some snack. Since I got a little extra room. Never did check the temperature on that oil, but seems to be going pretty decent. I'll take it. It's just hard for me to tell. When you use brand new clean oil, sometimes it's a little harder to tell if it's done or not, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't even own a scale other than a food scale. For me, it's how my clothes fit. It's how I feel. Because this last winter, I took a year off of work and having that kind of recovering from shoulder surgery. I put on a little bit, but I mean, I'm a pretty determined person. And these are, whether people agree with these, the stuff we make on this thing, it'd be pretty boring if we did, diet food every Thursday and Sunday morning. It'd be horrible. I wouldn't want to do that. That'd be awful. And I look at it this way: in 100 years from now, I won't be eating any fried chicken anyway. I won't be having a Pepsi Zero in 100 years. It's not going to happen. Let's see, Cindy, I made homemade nuggets. Let's see, I did a leftover. Little growling and barking bell. Let's see. You read your questions. Do you eat Cory? Is it different than you eat? Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, White Mountain Girls page is pretty fun. And as I have the Beags, she has Charlie, one of my favorite internet dogs. I'll take it. I'm not feeling crispy enough yet, but they should. Let's see. Yeah, The beard weighs, yeah, it probably does. I was thinking about this the other day. Somebody was asking me last time I shaved, and I think we went to, when the kids were little, we went to Cedar Point, and I think that was 2013 was the last time I didn't have a beard. Let's see. Yeah, speaking of cookies, Val, I want to make your cookies pretty soon. I was looking at that recipe yesterday. I really do want to make those. These are starting to golden brown a little bit, but I want these a deeper color. I'm gonna have to move this. And you know, the funny thing is I ordered an island for in my kitchen, so I had like a place to do like a different, you know, place to put everything and do the show, and it got within 2 stops of my house and they broke it. So you know what I'm saying? This is how my days went. Like I thought I was going to be setting up a new island today in my kitchen, and it got within 2 stops. And then it was like the tracking just totally went away. And I called them. I called up there, and I was like, "Well, what happened? Did it get broke?" And they're like, "That's about the only thing we can think of is it got broke." I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Because this, I can tell you, it's kind of tough at times to do this in this little spot, especially when I want to do more stuff. I want to do bigger things. What are we cooking? I'm just making chicken strips and fries. That's all. Nothing else. Not fair. Corey's a ghost. Corey is a ghost to me. Yeah, I just think you need to look at your settings and see if you've hit a button. These are puffing up nice. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Those are puffing up really nice. I'm kind of digging on the shape of it. It's sort of like when I did those 2 ingredient biscuits the other day with that weird cookie cutter of Ming's that that we had to figure out, and it was nice. Somebody actually did figure out what that was. I'm gonna pull one of these birds and check the temperature on that, because like I said, when I start with new oil, it kind of throws me off. Because generally I like to deep fry by color and not so much. I mean, temperature works pretty good, but let's see what our internal temperature is. Oh yeah, we're way up there. That's surprising. Okay, let's pop these out of there and get to our next round. I'll throw a bunch of those fries in. I'll let these cool. There we go. I don't want them to dry out. Over here on the rack. I think these chips are about done too. I'd say they're done. They're looking done. There we go. But I was hoping I'd get those kind of burnt edges when I kind of threw in the towel on doing these as spiral potatoes. I was kind of hoping I'd get those little burnt ends on the sides. So let's throw some more of these in there. There we go. Let chicken out of the way. These in there. Well, that's greasy. That's some greasy goodness right there. May not be good for you, but boy, they smell great. They're looking great. That's kind of a cool shape. I don't know if you guys can see that very well or not, but it's kind of a cool shape for chips. Throw these off to the side. I'm going to throw the rest of these other ones in here and get these out of my way. Kind of make myself a little room. And they shouldn't take very long. As soon as they start floating, they should be good to go. There we go. Let's drop all these in there. We'll be fine. They're just so light. That's only one potato. That's all I cut up. The spiral thing was, I mean, it was going so well, and then it just all, it hit a big patch. Thanks, sweetie. Bright and summery. That's how I like to keep it. Let's see, a little salt. These over here. Chop, Beagle. Don't want you to get burnt. Don't want to burn the Beagle. Not on live TV. PETA will be up. You'll get me in trouble with PETA. Then we'll all be having a bad time. Then you'll have to go live at the dog pound with all the dirty dogs. There'll be a bunch of dirty dogs. You'll be hanging out with the gross dogs. You're hanging out over there. Nobody wants that. So let's get those on here. And I got a couple other ones. Let's see how these are. Yeah, they feel a lot better than. They feel good. Let me try these chips. I get my plate out. I gotta make some room. I gotta make some room. Do you have the reset? Let's see, fried taters and chicken. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Cat's playing around with the keyboard. People eating nasty animals. I saw a meme the other day. Actually, I think it might have been this morning of like cutoff it was a PETA thing, and it was a cutoff, and it was like, when do you stop? And it had like dogs, cats, different stuff like that, and then it had cows and sheep and all this other stuff. Where's Nizuku? I have no idea. And I don't care. Let's see, ribeyes of the sky. Let's see, cat messing with it now. Picking up good vibrations. Oh, these boys. Spit my gum out. Let's get these. Let me get my plate over here. Get my plate on to without knocking everything over. I know I got a plate. We'll start plating this stuff up and eating. I think this is going to be a grab and go kind of thing, where things are going to be. I'm going to try one of these chips. Oh man, those chips are great. So far, it's a highlight of my day. The highlight of my day right there. I got one too many. I got one too many things. Try another one of these chips. This is like a potato. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's good. Yeah, we'll see it. Yeah, alley-oop. I do. She's sitting there staring at me right now. I'm just about to trip over her. Gotta get my. Yeah, she's under my foot right now, or I'd show her to you. Ooh, that's good. These are good. Mmm. Biggs, you want chip? I think alley-oop wants to see you. Come here. There you go. There you go. All right, back from the stove. It's hot. Hot stuff. Let's see. Throw some of these over there. Some of these on there. Some of these. Oh, I left one of those. Took a while to get here, but it sure is. Man, that's good. Mmm. Wow, those are crunchy. I heard folks in California moving to the Carolinas and New Hampshire. I think most people in California move damn near anywhere. I'm a prime example of that. That's where I started out, was California. And I'm glad I'm here. Glad I'm here. And to think I thought about moving back there at one point years ago. But I didn't. Let's see. I can't afford it. Can't afford it. It's a little too California for me. I'm good right where I'm at. I'd move east. If I could move anywhere right now, I'd move east. I'd move a little more northeast. That wouldn't be bad. Where it's a little cooler. I don't think I'd be as down for the long winters, but I think I'd be pretty down with the shorter summer. And I think it'd be cool that like with the time change, where it got darker quicker, I think I'd be down for that too. Oh, the potatoes are good. Almost like a potato chip. I mean, just, you know what I mean, like that consistency, that kind of snap. I have never been to New Jersey, like never. I mean, I've never been to New Jersey. I've never been near New Jersey, I don't think. I don't know anything about it. I've hung out with people from New Jersey, and they were a hell of a lot of fun. I know that. They were a blast. Wow, that's good. I'll take that. Got a little honey and mustard back here in the back, kind of hanging out, because that just sounded really good to me today. And that was, sorry, mouth was full. That's the other thing. I've never been to New York City, and I've never had any. I've been around it. I could have went there a couple different times, and I chose not to go to New York City. I just have no interest in it. To me, like places like New York City, and I don't mean this to people who live there or anything like that, but it looks to me like it's boring and inconvenient. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. But it looks like, to me, it always looks like it's kind of a hassle to go do it all. You know. But I live in a town of 1,500 people. I mean, there's more people that. I mean, that's not even the same amount of people on a subway. And I've lived in cities. I've never enjoyed it. Let's get you guys over here. Just a smidge, because I flopped the camera around because I got stuff in my other hand. But this is coming out really nice. And these are coming out a little more, now that oil's got a little use, it gets a little more golden brown. It's like the first pancake, you know? For the first pancake, first waffle, kind of never as good as the rest of them. Kind of move these out just a smidge. There we go. These are cool looking though. I mean, you guys see these okay? They came out really cool looking, I think. I mean, it was nothing what I intended to make. I was going to deep fry the spirals with the skewer, and use the skewer to kind of, hold them together. But yeah, I think these came out pretty cool, actually. You like that kind of thing? Get that on there. And then I got a couple more. Real quick, I'm going to throw a couple more. I gotta get my chicken back in the refrigerator, but I'm not going to use of it. And throw the rest of these in there real fast, so I can finish up really, and just kind of go through and sort of enjoy the meal. We'll throw some gloves on. Open up this door. I think people are still out running around, but It's like, nope. People are hollering. People are out there hollering. You guys don't hear that. Who knows what they're hollering not to. Not in a bad way. Just everybody, you know, people are barbecuing and having drinks, and people are visiting and all that kind of stuff. And, you know. And Deegs is checking out everybody. Threw these last two in there. I was going to redo that, but I'm not going to bother. We'll just do these as they are. There we go. These will probably be a lot better, have a lot better color to them too. Let's see. Oh, hey, Hazy Days, what's in it? I was just watching you. I was watching you a little bit ago, man. While I was prepping stuff up. Hazy's another one that has a good channel. I think we talked about this the other day about the Oasis, the Cardiff concert, where Hazy was doing the he was live streaming from the Oasis's first concert and ended up having almost 1 million viewers, to the point he had more viewers than the actual Oasis crew, and they made him shut it off or they were going to kick him out. I think that's hysterical. Yeah, and it ended up with like almost 1 million views. Oh. There's one for the dog. Beagle, there's one down there for you somewhere. Can you get it? Without totally... Yeah, sorry. I'm waiting on the dog to get her chip that fell on the ground. Is it too hot? Is that the problem? Is it just too hot for you? Well, here. If it's too hot, don't eat it. There you go. You don't have to scavenge it. We'll just let it cool off for a second. There we go. Get you guys over to where I'm at. Yeah, I think that's all right. That came out all right. Get some salt on here. Definitely not bad for a Thursday night cheat meal. I will take it all day long. I will take this all day long. If you're gonna cheat, do it big. Go big or go home. Let's see, get some vinegar on these things. There we go. That. Got my salt on there. And try my ranch. God forbid I have ranch. Blue cheese. Some hot sauce. But I'm really looking forward this year to trying out making Tabasco sauce. It doesn't look complicated. It just looks like it takes a lot of time. Man, that's good. Nice and crunchy. Sorry, talking with my mouth full, but I can't help it. Wow, that's good. And I'm really digging on the shape of these fries. Making me want to do them like that again. Thanks, Hazy. It's phenomenal, man. Gotta have a ton of different. Got my honey and mustard and blue cheese. Kind of living the high life here. Yeah, I live about, I don't know, I'd say where I'm at now, I think I'm about 2 hours from Lake Erie. And about 5 from Superior. I haven't been to Lake Erie in a little while. It's been a minute. We used to go all the time. They used to do a lot of walleye perch fishing up there. And it's crazy because like people see sheep, they call them sheephead, and like I see like people fish in Florida and places like that, and they have different. Their sheephead looking totally different than what the sheephead here look like. Like ours actually look like a sheep. Like their face, it looks like a sheep. You have to look it up if you don't believe me. It's crazy how like a sheep it looks. But then I see other people that have like, I think it's like down around Florida and places like that. They have sheephead. Texas, you know, Gulf of America, places like that. And their sheephead just to me looks like regular fish. Man, that's good. Those fries came out exactly how I thought. I mean, they're just, if you guys can see that, they're just like potato chips. Big, you want chip? There you go. She's all about these fried potatoes. Beagle's loving it. A little more hot sauce there. And I just smash them though. Like I honestly just don't even care. I'm so hungry. I'm actually looking forward to the other ones that are in there. And what do you guys out there, when you guys do like hot wings and things like that, are you guys ranch people or are you blue cheese, or do you use something different like barbecue or? You're gonna be moving to Louisiana? I've been to Louisiana. I have an aunt and uncle-in-law and an uncle that live in Louisiana. You make gravy? Yeah. Blue cheese, okay. Homemade ranch or barbecue. I wanted to make barbecue tonight, and I totally blanked out on it. Yeah, that's good. These chips are awesome. Blue cheese, Ronald? Yeah. See, I'm with that. My kids are crazy about ranch, and I just never got into it. I think when they started throwing it on pizzas, when I checked out. I'm like, that's just too much. Cynthia Wesley, I'm eating all this stuff. Dorothy Lynn dressing. You either what? White Mountain Girl, I missed something. Yeah, I had two. Like I said, I had 2 eggs today with a little bit of cheese and mushrooms very early this morning. Oh, ranch? I'll forgive you on that. Yeah, my kids put it on everything. I mean, everything. I actually, plus I have a one of those gravy shakers. It was my grandma, and it was my gram, and it's real small. It's only a cup, but I had to look up how to use it. I'd never even heard of how to use one of those before. Oh, these are done. Biggs, you gotta get back on it. There you go. Get back. You're gonna get burnt. You're making me nervous. I like having Val watch me do stuff. I'll throw that one back in on the other side a little bit. If you don't get back, Val's gonna come over here and give us a safety demerit. It's gonna be all your fault. How did he get in here? God, me. I don't know. Must be a spelling mistake on that one. My friends went, and it's the best. I've never had like specific Wisconsin blue. Like I've had blue cheese. I thought you meant blue cheese dressing. I've never had blue cheese dressing. I've had blue cheese from Wisconsin because I'm really not. We get a lot of stuff like that, you know. We get a lot of stuff from, you know, being in the central part of the United States. We get a lot of stuff that people don't think we would get. We get a lot of southern stuff. Oh, now she's barking somebody up. She found something to do. That's good. Yeah, this stuff's really, really good. Yep, the dogs. See, this is what I deal with all day. There's somebody walking outside. Somebody's just out living their life in the drive, hanging out, going in their car. That's what I got to deal with all day long. She thinks she's the boss of the neighborhood. Let's try taking her down the street. It's impossible. Your cats want to be loungers? We're gonna need some. Actually, it's been pretty quiet been pretty quiet on trolls tonight. I'm kind of disappointed. I really love when the trolls show up. It's kind of the highlight of my Thursday. I feel like if they don't show up, I'm doing something wrong. But, you know, it is what it is. And I didn't make anything too complicated tonight. It all turned into dinner either way. I know, Allie. I like when they show up. Bridge convention. I don't know how to play bridge. I have no idea. Maybe we got one. I do, man. I love the trolls. I love when they show up. It gives me, it's the highlight of the show for me. Yeah, the crunch is great. I mean, I think I left them sit a little too long on the mat and drain before I threw them back in, because some of them are kind of soft. But I thought where the thin ends were, where I was using where I was trimming them off with that cutter, that part was good. That part that got so like crispy, and the rest of it, it's kind of like you got a steak fry with a burnt end, it's kind of like a steak fry and a potato chip in one. Oh, I got you, bum. I need to have a password so they can get across. I got to have a troll password so they can get across the bridge. Kind of flip the script on them. You know what I mean? Instead of the trolls giving me the password, I give them the password. Man, I might be onto something with that. I might be onto something. Better be onto something than under something. Well, depending, I guess. Yeah, bots are one thing. It's like you get certain ones when it's a certain time on the other side of the world. You get certain ones, and those aren't bots. They're just people that are like, say my name. You should try to speak this, or show your face or something, you know, like it's just that, I don't know. Yeah, fried bologna. Yeah, that should be the password. Fried bologna. And if you don't know it, you got to go and you don't get to pass the bread. And if I was in a chat or something, I just wouldn't feed him. But sometimes, I mean, you know, sometimes it just gives me something to do while I'm doing this. And just the amount of stupid people that are out there, I just don't know why you would get on to somebody's channel. If it's not a joke channel, I don't know why you would get on there. It's even like you see people that have like, I don't know, you can tell like their live stream is like their only outlet to the outside world. And people are just on there being mean. There's one girl, and some of the sayings of Nev, and she just gets on there and just tells dumb dad jokes. And she's probably like 20, 21, real cute, but not like gorgeous cute, but just cute in her own like, you know, girl next door kind of way. And she just gets on and says like dad jokes, and she has the worst comments of anybody I've ever seen. And there was another lady that has a coffee shop. She has like a coffee truck somewhere, and she's real upbeat, and she's always trying to improve her life, and she kind of had a rough upbringing. And I don't know if anybody knows who these people are, but they get on there and it'll just say, their comments will just say, hate from Texas and stuff like that. It's like, oh my God, why are you so mean to that? Like, it's like the nicer you are on these channels, the meaner people are too. Balsamic costume makes a great salad dressing. Trolls come here from their parents' basement, so they lack imagination. Yeah, when you don't see light, when you never see anything, you know. And that is so true. They have no imagination. Like, they don't even think of, like, comical, funny things to say. They just say things that, it's like they try and find the most fifth grade things to say that are offensive, like literally fifth grade, and then they just string it all together. And then they're like, oh, that guy somewhere in the middle of nowhere, he just read what I said, because he's like, that guy's like totally stupid, he read my stuff. It's like, I had to read your stuff, you just put it in front of me. It's not like I would have ever, you know, it's not like I would have talked to you any other way. Yeah, Hulk Hogan today. But there's been a lot, like this week, you know, somebody said, I read a comment somewhere where somebody said, yeah, things happen in threes. It hasn't been threes. There's been Michael Madsen. There was another guy that was just from a long-running soap, and then he was like I forget what his name was, but Michael Madsen. And I even have a beard oil and beard balm named after Michael Madsen's character in Hell Ride called The Gent. It's my cedarwood scent, and I've called it The Gent for like 10 years. That's named after Michael Madsen. Theo from The Cosby Show. Yeah, Theo. Yeah, Jamal Warner. And when I saw it on the internet, it said, or no, I saw it on the news, on TV. And when Jamal Warner died, it said bass player. And I only knew him as Theo Huxtable on Cosby Show. I didn't realize that after the Cosby Show, he became a really famous, like, Christian musician. Won, like, Grammys and stuff. Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yeah, him. Gosh, there was somebody else. Connie Francis, who's been blowing up on the internet. Everybody's using her music. Connie Francis just passed away the other day. Oh man, there's just been a bunch here the last Is the chicken in the pot back there in a timer? No, it's not. But Val, it is freshly filled. I just filled it with salt and pepper today. Man, I'm still hungry. My cheat meals. I'm starting to have cheat meals like The Rock. My girlfriend knew Hulk Hogan. Yeah, a lot of those, I mean, they're just regular people. They just happen to be, you know, in the public eye. Yeah, Ronald, I'm telling you, I had, yeah, this morning after I took dog out, I had like a couple of eggs, and that was it. And then I've been on the run, doing stuff, and that was it. And I didn't have much yesterday, because I don't eat it like on my, these are, like I said, you know, to the point of boredom, these are my cheat meals. And on the other, like yesterday I had 2 cans of tuna, a couple pieces of deli ham, and I had a couple eggs for breakfast, and then I had some oatmeal and tomatoes from cherry tomatoes from out of my garden. That was all I had yesterday. So I'm really trying to drop this weight. Yeah, we can't seem to get rid of them. There's one politician in Ohio here, and you probably know who I'm talking about. I bet you probably can't believe that she's still doing it. But when I was in grade school, Marcy Kaptur came to our school and gave like a speech about something. It was like, I forget what it was about. But Marcy Kaptur is I can't remember, she's state rep, but it's up around Toledo. And Marcy Kaptur, and I had to have been like 2nd, 3rd grade. And Marcy Kaptur, I think, at least as of last year, was still a state representative in the state of Ohio. Still a state representative. Sherrod Brown. I remember Sherrod Brown coming to my school as well and giving a speech. And he just, like, retired last year. I mean, these guys have been around forever. Yeah. Yeah, it's all, we've been doing this about an hour and a half. Eat celery? Yeah, I believe me, I eat celery. I was going to cut up celery for this tonight, and I didn't have time. Yeah, I'm triple dipping. It's my stuff. I'm eating like a king. But yeah, that's for sure. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys roll out of here. We'll do some quick beagle. We'll do some beads cam. Oh, I found another chicken strip. Okay, Biggs, come here. Come here, you want to do a spin? All right. There you go. You say goodnight to everybody. Yeah, but Fuzz, we didn't have a choice on that one. I couldn't imagine the other thing we could have got. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, anybody out there who has not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button on your way out. And we'll be doing this again on Sunday. And I'll be making something pretty delicious on Sunday. I love the breakfast shows. That's like, it's just, get to go all out for a Sunday breakfast. It's kind of a reason to do that. Lake Hickory guy, good to see you, buddy. Thanks so much. Thanks for so much for stopping in. Stay cool, stay safe. Yeah, Bob, thanks so much for showing up. Ronald, thank you for showing up. Greg Hart, yeah, we'll see you Sunday. Val, thank you so much. Beagle, thank you so much for showing up. Everybody likes when you're here. Of course, as soon as I move this back, you're gonna take 2 steps forward into the comment section. Pat Z, thank you for showing up tonight. Fuzz, as always. And Fuzz, you need to start showing up to the Sunday shows. That's like, it's gonna have to. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna turn my air back on. And, well, I'm gonna open the windows for a few minutes, get this grease smell out, and then I'm turning my air back on. But I will see you guys again on Sunday. And I will definitely see you in the comment section. All right, see you.